Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Financial Times newspaper headline. So, first of all, IMF outlook turns brighter as world copes with upheaval. Next, growth engine fall in China's population marks turning point for global economy. Next, EU makes green pitch to revival US subsidy splurger. Splurge. Next, Disney Paris Pels. Next, Scholars fills defense post. Next, Brussels scandal plea deal. Next, Belarus call up warning. Next, UK battery startup stops. Next, Euro pricing. Next, Goldman's profit plunge to third has end of deal making booms take toll. Next, progressive Israel's fear ultra religious takeover. Next, on page number 2 in international section under that, Squallis picks regional ally for defense post. Next, main suspect in EU graft scandal strikes plea bargain. Next, Meloni seeks to re-shorate Sicily bridge project. Next, Belarus opposition leader says troop call up would spur unrest. On page number 3 in China economy section under that, Beijing looks to small businesses for recovery but saddles them with cost. Next, growth falls to 3% as virus curves takes toll. Next, population decline marks historic turning point. Next, COVID cases have passed peak, wise premier tells summit. On page number 4 in international section under that, Israel's hardline shift prompts liberal outcry. Next, EU plans green incentives to revival US. Next, recession fears warning for German investors. Next, the best part to better future help children now. Then on page number 6 in companies and market section under that, record wealth unit revenues keep Morgan Stanley upbeat. Next, high spirits DGO bets on super premium demand with deal for Don Papa rum band. Next, Disney takes sweep at Pelt's media sector capabilities. Next, India Power ahead with plans for a green hydrogen ecosystem. On page number 8 in companies and market section under that, British Vault collapses after end of talks. Next, Taiwan electric mobility leader joins $2.5 million Indian battery swap project. Next, Putin uh, stymies banks hopes of swift Russia exit. Next, total signals $2.1 billion hit from windfall taxes. Next, Ryanair has best bookings week in its history. Next, on page number 10 in companies and market section under that, looming Twitter interest payment puts Musk leadership to the test. Next, PwC resigns as Evergrande auditor over clash of views. Next, Ratcliffe enters race to buy Manchester's UTD. Next, meme stock investor takes aim at Alibaba. On page number 12 in companies and market section under that, Chinese tech stocks stage $700 billion recovery rally. Next, Euronext ends LCH deal and plans clearly shift to Italy. Next, US bank Silvergate shrinks to $1 billion loss as crisis in digital asset sector takes a toll. Next, yarn traders braced for volatility before BOJ chiefs penultimate policy meeting. On page number 13 in companies and market section under that, dollars loss of grounds is likely to be short lived. Next on page number 16 in art section under that, very look at the American Jewish daily. Next, that was people's exercise rather than go to a gym. They did argue about the cornered whale. Next, strategic story of the forgotten Kennedy. On page number 17 in that technology section under that, how Apple tied its fortunes to China. On page number 18 in Financial Times view section under that, Egypt's deepening economic crisis. Next, science is losing its ability to disrupt. Next, Germany has no incentives to take up the cudgels for Europe. Next, so let's hear it for tax hypothecation. Next, the kick is everything. It's how the light gets in. Next, what I learned teaching in Boston and Alaska. Next, an invitation to the FT to share its quantum insights. Next, freedom and security are part of CBDC debate too. Next, London insurance market wants nuanced regulation. On page number 19 in opinion section under that, what Britain's NHS and royal sagas have in common. Next, we must tackle crisis of global debt. Next, Scottish is a wartime chancellor, whether he likes it or not. Then I comes to uh, page number 21, the world 2023 section under that, capitalism, some life in the old dog yet. Next, uh, business leaders must understand VOXA and SPOF. Next, competition imperatives set US-China relation on ominous path. Next, weaponized energy falls to its target. Next, supply chain stocks. Next, US recession. Next, downturn forces big tech correction. Next, geopolitics threaten the world Davos meet. Next, Xi Jinping misses chances of for chance change. On page number 22 in that world section under that, companies race to work around trade choky points. Next, Putin's energy weapon fails to fire as required. Next, Fed keeps faith in a US soft landing. Next, post pandemic downturn enforces big tech correction. On page number 23 in the world section under that, geopolitics threatens the world Davos meet. Next, the third term Xi seizes the R and misses his movement. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Good night.